Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Global Women Achievers Festival 2021. I am Nancy Narang, and today I have with me Miss Lalita Soni, celebrity Kathak trainer. Welcome to the show, Lalita.
Hi, hello Nancy. So nice to see you. And firstly, a very happy Women's Day to you and to everyone around who is watching our interview. Thank you so much to Professional Times for bringing me on board. And I would be really happy to share some of my experiences with you all.
Lovely. So, Lalita, tell us about how your journey began as a trainer.
Okay, so Nancy, bachpan se hi, from the childhood, I have been learning Kathak dancing from the very famous and different gurus. I have learned from Asha Zoglekar ji. Then I have learned from Pandit Biju Maharaj ji, Shashwati Sen ji. That is the traditional Kathak ang जो बहुत सालों से चला रहा है, जो बहुत गुरुओं ने सीखा है, सिखाया है, वो सभी कथक मैंने सीखा, उसमें BA, MA किया. And then I also always had this in the back of my mind that, when I have to apply the Kathak to the younger generation, to the next generation, to the Bollywood celebrity, I have to apply the Kathak on the music, which is well known to them. So that is how I started applying Kathak on the popular music, on Bollywood music. And I give training in both the sections. I teach Kathak in a very purest traditional form, and also I teach application of Kathak on songs, on popular music, which is, I think I can say, application of Kathak.
Absolutely, because I have seen your videos, Lalita, and it is so interesting. You know, when you think of Kathak, it looks like, अरे तो पहले ज़माने का boring dance है. आजकल तो सबको everybody wants something that's groovy. But actually, I was, tapping to what you were doing, and it was so fun. Such a beautiful fusion of, the traditional and the modern form of dancing. So amazing, So how? Please tell me.
Absolutely. And I think that's what everybody loves. And without diluting the dance form, I apply to the modern music, to the popular music. Even in the today's current generation of new heroines and new celebrities coming over, I think the Kathak dance learning also helps them in the way that, of course, if they have a dance number in the movie, of course it helps, but also it helps for them to groom as a traditional Indian girl, walking like a traditional girl, giving the expression of Sharmana.
Really? So it's not just about, dancing.
It's nuances as well. So Kathak is known for the nuances. So वो छोटी छोटी बारीकियां कथक की भी सीखने के लिए काफी सारे celebrities आते हैं. I have trained lot of them like Nora Fatehi to Janvi Kapoor to Fatima Sana Sheikh to Farina Wazi, Shweta Kumar. So a lot of them, I think it helps them somewhere in the acting as well as in the dancing.
Because acting is all about those little nuances, the little things, in your character. Somebody could be playing a typical Indian character, the way you walk with grace, with panache. I think that's all these little things really add to it.
Correct. Absolutely. And that is what they look for. And of course, I train the celebrities, but of course, I train to everyone around. So I have a dance institute wherein I train all the students, the Kathak, traditional Kathak and the Bollywood Kathak. And they learn it very nicely. And I'm so happy that, next generation is learning it and taking it forward. That's what we are here for, to take forward this art form, which is traditional Kathak dance.
So now, Lalita, dancing per se is a very physically taxing task. You have to be very energetic, on your toes all day. And, we all use dance as a form of rejuvenation, but you're doing it all day long. So how do you ensure you keep that freshness in this profession and you keep your energy levels high and you keep it going?
Correct. That's a very nice question, Nancy. Dance itself is a form of physical exercise, of course. So when we are doing in Kathak, I always say that when we are doing foot tapping, it is that the vibrations are going from down to the toes, from the toe, from the head. So these vibrations really help you as an exercise. So it is as good as आप अगर मैं हमेशा बोलती हूँ आप अगर 20 minutes का footwork कर दोगे तो it is as good as आपने 1 hour का walk कर दिया. So that much energy you need yourself.
This is a true delightful thing you've told me, Lalita. I always struggle with making time for workout, and I think this is so fun. You put music and you tap, and it's as good as a workout.
Yeah, those vibrations are really very important, and it gives you really exercise perspective also to your body. And I always feel that Kathak is a very good dance form which you can perform at any age, whether you are a child of 4-year-old, whether you are starting at 40 years, or my guru at the age of 83 years, he's still dancing amazingly well. So at any age, you can still dance Kathak.
So, Lalita, usually Kathak is a dance form that's primarily associated with women. You know, it's like a girl thing. How do we go on breaking that gender stereotype and make, it easily accessible for men, or, take away that whole stigma that dancing is for girls and Kathak to ladkiyan karti hain. So, so how do we work towards that?
Nancy, it's very interesting to know that मैं जो कथक का घराना से belong करती हूँ, which is Lucknow घराना, which has been always originated from the male dancers. तो जब ये घराना शुरू हुआ तब से लेके कितने सारे कथक के बहुत अच्छे मेल डांसर्स हुए हैं. Of course, मेरे गुरु है पंडित बिरजू महाराज जी, who is I think कथक लिविंग लेजेंड. आई मीन उनके टक्कर में मेल डांसर कोई हो ही नहीं सकता. जब वो फीमेल का कैरेक्टर करते हैं तभी राधा का कैरेक्टर राधा जैसे ही दिखता है, बट व्हेन ही डज अ शंकर और व्हेन ही डज अ कृष्णा, इट रियली लुक्स लाइक अ मेल कैरेक्टर. So it is same ways, Nancy. If me being a female, if I'm portraying a male's character, if I'm portraying a Shankar, and also I'm portraying Parvati, then why not the male dancer can portray both the things?
Very well said. Very well said, Lalita.
Yeah, it is equality to everyone else.
Absolutely.
Right? Other dance forms.
When we talk of equality, we always think that it's always the women who feel are not given their due. But I think in something like this, even men face that odds where they don't face the same. They don't get the same equality in terms of dance being considered as a male thing. So, Lalita, tell me. I feel, just like an actor who has to get into different roles, even you have to get into the whole zone. You have to learn how to, bring that out in your dance. So it's almost like transforming into another person.
Correct. Absolutely, Nancy. And I always say this thing that dance from the soul is very important. And when I started learning dancing at the age of maybe 7 or so, it was just a hobby. The
7
and passion. The passion became my career, and this career became my life. So it is such a wonderful journey for me. Starting from hobby, the dance has become my life. And you won't believe it, dance is a kind of a meditation as well.
Absolutely. I was about to say that, yes.
Correct. So if you are not feeling well, or if you have any personal problems, I think dance will always take away those negativities from you and will always give you that happiness and will always connect to your soul. मेरे गुरु जी हमेशा कहते हैं कि जब वो स्टेज पे नाचते हैं तो वो कहते हैं कृष्ण भगवान को कि भगवान आप मुझ में आके डांस करना, तो आप नृत्य करना और मैं आपका नृत्य देखूंगा. तो हमारे दिल में भगवान बसते हैं जब हम नृत्य करते हैं.
I think truly dancing is divine, and it is not, you don't dance with your body, you dance with your soul. There are so many people who lose themselves in their performance, and you feel as if there is like a spiritual connect to God. They've gone to another realm and they've lost themselves in that performance.
Absolutely, Nancy. And that's what is a true dance form is. In today's generation, of course, we do it in commercial way, we do it in competitive way, we do it as marketing or business way. There is nothing bad about it. But the core of dancing, of soul connection, of connection with the God should not be lost in this process.
Absolutely. Now, Lalita, there are many women, who don't find that outlet, that creative outlet. They want to dance, but maybe there are inhibitions, or they don't find the right platform. What would you want to say to such women that how can they incorporate dancing, even if not professionally, but as a part of their daily life, to sort of do away with the stresses and, lead a happier, healthier life? How can we use dancing as that?
मेरी आशा जोगलेकर जी जो मेरी फर्स्ट गुरु थी नैन्सी, शी स्टार्टेड हर डांसिंग लर्निंग एट द एज ऑफ 33. Learning she started at the age of 33. Then she learned the entire Kathak dance. Then she became the teacher and she was the topmost dance guru in Bombay. So I think age really doesn't matter if you want to really दिल से dance सीखना है, करना है. दूसरी चीज मैं ये भी सोचती हूँ नैन्सी, when you are young you are dancing just as horses, just running around, running and running and running. But at the age of 30 or above, you really understand what the dance is and what magic dance is going to create. So for the women who are about 30 or who think that अरे मैंने बचपन में नहीं सीखा, I would like to say that this is the perfect age to learn dancing. And Kathak mein, it is not very much physically strenuous dance. There are some other dance forms which are very physically strenuous dance forms, which you may not be able to do it after certain age maybe. But Kathak ऐसा dance form है, आप कोई भी age में सीखना शुरू कर सकते हो और कोई भी age तक कर सकते हो.
I think this is such a wonderful thought, Lalita. Women who are listening to this show would be so inspired and would feel so encouraged, because usually such pursuits are not encouraged by those around you, and they think, "Arey, ye kaun si umar hai dance karne ki?" And why do you want to learn? So we hear that a lot from people around us. I think this is very heartening to know.
Correct. And I would like to give you one example, Nancy. So I was a science student, and in 12th I got 95% in 12th. And after 12th, I did not want to go to engineering or medical, which are the typical, studious kind of careers. And I wanted to do my graduation so that simultaneously I could do my graduation in dancing also. There were a lot of people who said, "Oh, tum engineering nahi kar rahi ho."
Including your family. I mean, this is not a decision people expect you to take. Engineering या medical छोड़ के मैं तो dancer बनने जा रही हूँ.
Correct. And today I am so happy that मैं सोचती हूँ मैं dance के बिना life में कुछ भी नहीं कर पाती. Because this gives you so much happiness as a teacher as well as a performer. Because मैं जब भी छोटे बच्चों को सिखाती हूँ या कोई भी lady को सिखाती हूँ dance, that gives me immense pleasure that I am passing on some positivity to them. And even in the lockdown, Nancy, I started my online training and people all over the world joined it. I mean, there must be a lady in Australia who wanted to learn and who could learn. From USA, from Canada, different parts of India also people joined in, from Chennai, Bangalore. And it was so amazing to see that people wanted to learn. I could share my bit of positivity and strength to them.
Happiness. Those times when staying at home was so overwhelming and people had nothing to do except, get upset about what's going to happen. I think it's wonderful. No wonder you said it's meditation.
Yeah, this positivity was very much needed, and I was so happy to give it in my own way.
So, Lalita, now there are a lot of young girls who wish to pursue a career in dancing, but probably they are facing what you must have faced back then. And it's even till date, despite the field advancing so much, people still consider it as a hobby.
Correct.
Not as a profession. Yeah, dance karna hobby ke liye kar lo class. They don't think it's a serious profession. Now, what would you want to say to such parents or people who are waiting for their parents to understand that it's a real profession? What would you want to say to them?
Absolutely, Nancy. And what I feel is सबसे पहले जिनको भी youngsters who really want to pursue dancing, I will give number one advice is it's not a short-term course or so. You cannot say that अच्छा मैंने कथक का 6 months का course कर लिया and I know Kathak. You just cannot say like that. I think, there are a lot of legends who have spent their lives in Kathak and still they say that, मैं तो अभी सीख रही हूँ Kathak. So it's a vast feat. So you cannot say that 3 महीने का 6 महीने का मैंने कोर्स कर दिया.
कोर्स कर लिया कथक में.
So number one, अच्छे से दिल से लगन से सब कथक का सीखना. Number two, what is my personal experience is, Nancy, that just believe in yourself. मैंने जब भी कथक में मेरे क्लासेस शुरू किए, I think I started with maybe 2 kids or 4 kids. But I always believed कि मेरे classes, मेरा institute में मैं बहुत अच्छे से सिखाऊंगी and it is going to work. during those times, maybe I'm talking about 15, 17 years back, there was no marketing or
No
anything.
Insta, no nothing. You couldn't self-publicize.
So the only publicity was mouth publicity.
Word of mouth, yeah.
But मुझे at the back of the mind कहीं पर भी ये doubt नहीं था नैन्सी कि ये होगा कि नहीं, ये कैसे चलेगा, अभी तो 2 बच्चे ही है, 10 बच्चे कभी होंगे. I never had this doubt. I always believed that this is going to work. I think this positivity.
Look how it did.
Yeah, after 15 years, there are thousands of students who come to my institute, who have graduated from my institute. So always, I think we have to believe in ourselves.
Now, Lalita, before we wrap this show up, I would love if you could show us a step or two, which maybe the beginners like me could sort of try. So please, we'd love to.
So कथक में एक होते हैं संचारी भाव जिसे कहते हैं नैन्सी, मतलब एक ही लाइन पे हम अलग अलग प्रकार के भाव दिखाते हैं. तो इसे कथक की लैंग्वेज में कहते हैं संचारी भाव. सो ये राधा कृष्ण का संचारी भाव का एक सुंदर ठुमरी है जिसपे मैं संचारी भाव करना चाहूंगी. ये ठुमरी के बोल है, श्याम सुंदर मदन मोहन श्याम सुंदर. There is only one line, and you won't believe it, in Kathak, traditional Kathak, the dancers used to perform on this one line throughout the night in the darbar, in front of Maharajas. एक लाइन पे वो लोग अलग अलग प्रकार के भाव दिखाते, पूरी पूरी रात बैठ के भाव दिखाते. एंड जो अभी सिटिंग कोरियोग्राफी का जो ट्रेंड आया है, एंड पीपल से दैट वी हैव क्रिएटेड दिस न्यू ट्रेंड, एंड सो आई थिंक दिस हैज बीन गोइंग ऑन इन कथक फ्रॉम एजेस. राजा महाराजाओं के दिनों से ये सिटिंग कोरियोग्राफी बैठ के भाव होते थे. सो श्याम सुंदर मदन मोहन श्याम सुंदर, 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 श्याम सुंदर मदन मोहन श्याम सुंदर.
Outstanding. Man, look at the nazakat and the, the feminine grace. Now I understand what you were saying, these nuances, with the hand movement and the eye movement. It's so graceful.
Yes. And
you have one student enrolling, Lalita. I would love to learn it from you.
Every time, Nancy. And these are the things I think what Bollywood celebrities or actors look for, because that Indianness, wo lachak, wo nazakat, wo
it's all gone. Not just celebrities, people in this generation per se. Like we don't walk or talk like that.
क्योंकि लोगों को ये शर्माना, ये क्या है, यही नहीं पता है कि what is शर्माना, so I think that have to keep it intact. And that's what I do to celebrities ho ya kids ho. That's what I try to spread the love of Kathak to everyone.
I think you are doing a fabulous job, Lalita, taking the Indian tradition across the globe and innovating it to suit the modern trends and the modern tastes. On that note, I would like to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you for being a part of the show, Lalita. Thank you.